Yo.
Hello, mate. You alright? Can you hear me?
Yeah, all good. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, man. I'm just adjusting this. There we go.
There we go. There's the magic angle.
Yeah, man.
How's things?
Got to be landscaping it. We're Weetabix here. So, landscape ones. Yeah, man. Really good. Actually, just really fine at the minute, despite all the madness.
Yeah.
So how are you?
Yeah, good. Similar kind of thing, really. Well, for I guess it's lack of madness. That's the kind of part of it that's crazy, right?
Yeah, exactly. It feels like the pressure's off, if anything, a little bit. I mean, as this goes on, it's going to get a bit scary as we don't gig. But for now, we're doing all right.
Well, that's. I guess that's the key part, right? And I guess it's time to kind of sit and think about doing new bits and reflecting and staying creative and doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Getting on with the other bits, the bits that we weren't having the chance to do before, and personally not having the chance to do as well.
So you released your EP Wincemeat, which is a great name, by the way, in October. Is that right?
Yeah, it was. We released it on Halloween. Super spooky.
Yeah,
it was the idea, and we did a release show with the local event Madheads, Keep It Cryptic, who are doing really interesting things in the scene in Liverpool for events, blending sort of dance and electro music events with band and psychedelic at the same venue, sort of thing. So
that's cool.
It was really fun to take part in that and do the release as part of that.
Yeah, that seems like something that probably would have been. I was talking the other day about how there was a time, I guess probably around when we first met, right, when artists and new bands would have released a single or an EP, and that record would get remixed by every DJ that was out there, right? And there was like a blend of that kind of world. So, and that's gone away a little bit. Like, it seems like there aren't any of that stuff kicking around, and there was a time when really cool DJs are working with really cool bands and artists and producing stuff, and so that's cool. I'd like to see that's coming back a little bit.
Yeah, I'd like to see a return to that as well, to be honest. And as much as, in terms of genre, people wouldn't put us in the remix category. I know that Shay Wilson, who is a producer and DJ, he's working on a remix of our song "The Architect." Yeah. And when he first asked me to send him over the stems of the audio files and everything, I was like, this song's 240 BPM punk tempo. Sort of. I don't know how it's going to happen, but he sent me a sample the other day, and I was like, "You're just mad. I don't know how you turn it into something so clubby and psychedelic." But yeah, he's a little genius. So that's upcoming at some point in this lockdown.
Yeah.
Now that it was going to be this month, but now, we've got time to wait and time to sit on it. So we're taking our time with that.
That's cool. Well, that record is a monster of a record straight out of the back on that EP. Yeah. It came on randomly, but I think you sent me the link. And it was in my library, and I just had a smart playlist going on. It goes, what the fuck is this? And I just absolutely loved it, man. It's so cool. There's some really exciting. I guess punk kind of made a bit of a comeback 4 or 5 years ago, but it seems like that it's really developing into different individual little sub scenes and stuff. So
resurgence of certainly the punk attitude, in terms of when you see bands like Idols doing so well, and even on the fringes of indie, you've got Shame and if you've ever seen them live, that's a punk show. Yeah, Shame is it's they really rock out and get involved with the crowd and everything. And now, I was thinking quite deeply about this the other day, as we have time to at the minute. I was thinking this return of punk is so much, in so many ways, an echo of the Thatcher era punk. Yeah. And we've got a similar thing going on with governments, and it's time. People are getting angry again. Yeah. And the best release for anger is to get it out in music and not be angry in person.
Absolutely. I wholeheartedly agree with you there.
I think that's one of the driving forces behind this. But yeah, it's a good time for it's happening not just in band music. I think as well, certainly in electronic music, I've seen like people are heading towards harder techno, harder drum and bass. It's always
absolutely
harder at the minute.
Yeah, I think even in pop music, I think if you listen to like people like Billie Eilish, like there's even stuff like that. Which is
it's darker, isn't it?
Absolutely.
There's a stronger darkness and like passion, anger to some of the things being said, and you know, the people are like more open to address issues in their music than they had been for a while. The 80s or the Thatcher era stuff.
No,
my girlfriend is standing in the doorway. Looking
Hi, Paul's girlfriend.
Zach says hi. She does all the artwork for our releases.
Oh, cool! It's so I love the theme that's going through it all. It's really cool.
Yeah,
it's a bit. I guess it describes your music pretty well. I've got it on the screen here.
Yeah,
I'm looking over here.
Scatty, wobbly, sort of like madness.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah. Absolutely. So, in terms of lockdown, I take it you were playing quite a few shows and stuff pre-lockdown.
It was like, you know, we've been a band for just over 9 months now, so we're quite new. But we were looking forward to a really, a good summer of bookings that we'd worked hard with local and further away promoters to put together, and it's all fallen down. However, I almost felt like we were a bit ahead of ourselves in some ways on the shows. Anyway, we had a lot of songs. We've got the EP, and then we've got a whole album of songs that we're like midway through learning and recording, and a couple of singles to release as well. So, and none of that stuff was getting done. So it's not like we were doing all this and then playing the shows. It was show after show after show, and we were just constantly in the practice room, which is great. But when you've got all that, when there's so many shows to do, we were losing track of like the development of the music itself. So playing the same set list week in, week out, and now this gives us a chance to sort of reevaluate the tunes we have, and improve our musicianship. Of course, like we're all sitting around, like even our drummer has the practice pads out every day.
Right.
So we live together, so I couldn't miss it.
That was good. I was just about to ask that. Yeah, you guys manage like to practice and rehearse, but I guess if you're living together, then it's just
Connor, our bassist, he lives on the other side of town, and we haven't seen him. But because of the way the music's written, it's all the demo album is already on his hard drive, and he can play along to it there. So I know we're practicing our own way, but God, we just can't all wait to get back into the room together and play some actual music, because
I bet
that's the hardest thing about all this. I wanna make some like noise, get Larry with it, and it's all fun and games at home listening to the tracks and playing along acoustically, but it's not quite the same as getting out there, and
it's not quite as loud and in your face.